and increase store optimization in terms of best user experience and retention for users who are using the Rubis app. So what we need to do at the end of this presentation, or the end of this webinar, is in terms of knowing how to best advertise your app, how to best acquire new users, and how to keep new users in terms of daily active users and monthly active users. Those users that you've acquired, that they'll keep coming back to the app. And this time we'll be using a Rubis app example. So Rubis app is a well-known brand. This brand had rebranded after the merger with Canon and Corbill. So the two brands merged together and they formed the Rubis. And they have a product which is the Rubis app, which offers various breadth of payment solutions. So what they do in terms of one, inside the Rubis app, you can be able to locate stations. You can be able to manage your Rubis card. You can be able to order K-gas, which is their LPG. You are able to also buy airtime, pay your utility bills. This is in terms of GoTV, M-Pesa, in terms of buying credit. You can also be able to pay for products at the station and so much more. So let me just, basically they're offering a whole breadth of payment solutions under the Rubis app. So first of all, we need to know and understand who the buyer profile is, or who the buyer persona is. So on the website, you're able to see that they're looking at a younger demographic. Presumably, we are looking at 23 to 45-year-olds in terms of who they are marketing to. So these are guys in early employment, guys in also later employment, guys who have the time who don't have the time to pay, or rather want that ease of convenience when they want to access various services. And these services include buying airtime, paying for their utilities such as Kenya Power, as you have said, their internet, Zuku, paying for DSTV, and various breadth of other activities like we have mentioned earlier. So first is the buyer demographic. You're looking at younger families, you're looking at couples, you're looking at millennials, guys who are between the ages of 23 to 45 years old. So that is the ideal segment. And in terms of also their key locations, we are looking at major urban areas where there is a higher middle class, and this is where you get users who want the convenience in terms of using this app. So first of all, we'll go to the Play Store and we'll look at various things. Uh, Under Play Store, you'll get that they are rated, and rating is the first thing that you'll need, or as an app you need to improve. So as you drive, the first thing as they market, you know that right now Rubis is doing above and below the line conversions. So one, they are using social media. Two, they're using also billboards in terms of creating awareness. So the awareness funnel is coming from Facebook, is coming from Twitter, is coming from various other digital platforms. Is also coming from also above the line platforms, which is in terms of just creating that awareness. So once that awareness has been created, they'll be driven to the Rubis Energy platform, which is this. Today we'll be looking at Play Store specifically, but it is available on Play Store and App Store. So one of the key things that the brand needs to improve on will be one, user reviews. So we know that the app has if you go to Play Store, it has a rating of 4.1. So their latest review is from one user called Iska, and we'll just take a look at what she has said. Poor service from Kenol Nyayo. I placed an order at 7 a.m. I needed an immediate delivery. I didn't receive a follow-up call to confirm receipt and dispatch. So this is one of, if you just go to Play Store, you can have a look at that. This is common in terms of users who aren't satisfied with the service. So that isn't, there's nothing wrong with that, with the user having uh, being disgruntled. But the only issue that we are seeing is that there are various reviews on Play Store, and there isn't any feedback coming from the brand itself. So one of the key things that the brand will need to use in terms of improving their store optimization, the app store optimization will be in terms of answering their user reviews. So if you look at this user, ideally what would have happened is that Rubis would have answered this user in terms of on the App Store, so that when other users come on App Store or on Play Store, that they can see that there is that feedback and there is that customer care that is given to the user. Because without the customer care, there is going to be lack of retention of the users. So if you're looking at, they're spending a lot of ad dollars in terms of acquiring users, but after they've spent a lot of that ad dollars, there's going to be a lot of loss of that user, loss of users. So there's a lot of loss of user acquisitions after you've acquired the users are being lost. So there's that retention loss. So that is one of the key things that Rubis needs to do. If you look at, we did a competitor analysis, and was the Vite LPG. So Vite LPG have partnered with Total. So what they're doing, they're also offering the service of uh, transporting LPGs, that is gas to the users. So if you look at their reviews, there's a review and there's a feedback from the user and the group itself that is offering the service. So one, I've been trying to open the app more than 3 times with my 3 names until I changed to 2 names and agreed to register. So you, below that, you can see that there's a good user feedback from the company itself. Hello Faith, did receive your notification while using your 3 names. So as you can see on the App Store, on Play Store, that all reviews are backed with a feedback. So this is one of the key things that Rubis will need to do. Another key thing that Rubis will also need to do is that, in terms of in terms of convenience, they haven't backed up their user journey. So they'll need to set up something like a call center where they can be able to accurately answer their users. Because was one of the users has said that during the delivery there wasn't any follow-up call to confirm receipt and dispatch. And if you look at their competitor, one of the reviews is that they was I'm trying to register, just hold on, that one of the users was able to accurately get his for me, it's the customer service getting a call every minute to update on how far my cylinder is. So the call center, one of the key things that, or the key improvements that Rubis will need to do, is to also back their product with a customer feedback mechanism. So either they have a call center in place, so that users, when they have a disgruntled feedback, they can be able to help their users get that user feedback. So that will also help in terms of their rating and also their services that they're giving in terms of this new product, which is the app. Moving on, one of the key things that we need to look at is also analytics of the app. So one of the key analytics tools is called App Annie, and this one you can use it to see various rankings. And App Annie is very good in terms of also seeing your demographic of your customers. So once you know your demographic of your customers in terms of who is actually downloading your app, you can be able to accurately change your messaging in terms of addressing who the real customer of your app is. So it is a pay to play platform, but there are various free features. So if you look at the rank history of the Rubis Energy App, you see that on July 11th, this is during its, I think it was during its launch, they had their highest ranking on Play Store. But over the period of time, their ranking has continued to dwindle. This is also after still putting advertising dollars behind their campaigns to drive traffic and also to drive downloads. So you can see that their ranking hasn't improved, despite the fact that they are pushing advertising dollars to the product. So some of these are some of the analytics that they'll need to go back behind on the back end, look at what they're doing wrong, and also optimize their app store optimization to improve their ranking on Play Store. There's also something that we need to look at. Rubis has launched their app on Play Store and App Store, but also their website is one of the key sources of traffic, and we believe that their website can be used as also as a conversion tool, which can help them gain users and also be used as a revenue stream. So in as much as they have their app on Play Store and App Store, they can also optimize their website to have or to be an e-commerce website, apart from just giving information. Why am I saying so? If you look at the analytics that we did, this is Neil Patel. So in terms of organic traffic, you can see that they had 2,570 users visiting their website, out of, and 4,847 backlinks. So you can see that they are having a high user traffic, and this is not traffic from advertising. This is just organic traffic, and this is monthly organic traffic. So if they can optimize also their website to convert this traffic to sales, there is also another revenue stream that they are leaving on the table. So if you just go down here, you can see that one of their key traffic points is Facebook and Pinterest, of which those are the backlinks. So Facebook is the key source of backlink traffic, and it is giving them a lot of user traffic back to the website. So they are also creating that awareness, they're creating that brand image on their website. But how do they best optimize this traffic? How do they best convert this traffic? The best way to convert this traffic is to convert this traffic to revenue. So they best need to give their website to make it an e-commerce website, so that when users come to their website, they can be able to do locate stations, they can be able to order from from the comfort of their PC, their K-gas. They can be able to buy airtime also, and they can be able to also pay for products at the station and shop for many things on their website. So the best thing is also to convert this web traffic to sales. So that is another pay to play model which they can also use to convert that traffic. Apart from that, we'll be looking at also the trends. This is in terms of Rubis and the Rubis app. So over the past 7 days, we see that if you look at Rubis, the major interest is in Nairobi and Mombasa. So we know that this is the major source of traffic on the internet for them. So what users are searching on Google is who wants Rubis Energy, and Rubis Energy Kenya. So, and the other choice of analytics, we've also searched for the Rubis app. So if you're looking at Google has given us that two major towns are the major source of traffic. So if you're looking at Nairobi and Mombasa, which are the two major sources of traffic, we know that these are the best places to push our advertising dollars at. So if it is billboards and if it is marketing and advertising, these are the two areas where we'll majorly push our ad dollars. Even if it is online, we'll be majorly targeting segments or demographic in these areas. So let me just change the analytics to the past 30 days so that you can see in terms of if there was any change. So for the past 30 days, we haven't gotten a lot of traffic. But for the past 7 days, we know that let's take a granular look. Let's look at 90 days in terms of Rubis and the Rubis app. So for the Rubis app, we didn't have much. But for the Rubis, we know that Rubis, after they rebranded, there has been traffic. Guys have been looking for Rubis. So Nairobi has the highest interest in terms of search traffic. So guys have been looking for Rubis Kenya, Rubis Energy Kenya. So the best traffic, we know that where we need to advertise is going to be Nairobi and Mombasa. Those are the key towns to advertise the Rubis app to. And another key thing to look at will be also our analytics and keywords on for the Rubis Energy. So one of the key things what they are doing right is in terms of naming their name Rubis Energy Kenya. So Kenya in terms of keywords on the App Store is receiving a lot of traffic. So having named their app Rubis Energy Kenya has also helped them increase or rather get volume in terms of traffic, in terms of keyword. But if you look at ranking, they've dropped down to 77, down 30. In terms of ranking, they've dropped 30 points down. So in terms of search visibility, you can see that before this is we are using searchman.com. So searchman is also good for also finding your keywords, looking at app statistics, and they can also in terms of app store optimization, there are various analytics that you can see on Play Store. So this will also give you a good overview of what you need to improve in terms of keyword optimization on App Store. So keyword is just the same as Google keywords, but this is just for Play Store. So in terms of app traffic, you will see what you need to improve in terms of keywords for your app. So for Rubis, we're looking at search visibility. So between the period of July 12th to 19th, they had their highest search visibility, that's on Play Store, but over the period of time it has continued to dwindle. So maybe there's a lot whole breadth of things that need to be done. If you look at where they need to improve on is in terms of the cards that they're using on Play Store. Let me just go back to where Rubis was. Rubis. So if you look at their cards, one of the key things that they need to improve on is use of video. They can use a video over here just to portray what the user will get. If you look at their competitor, which is Vital PG, let me just go back to where they are. They've optimized their site with a video. So this is a video. So if you look at Rubis, they only optimize their app store with carousel images. But if they also add a video, this can help them improve their ranking and also their interactivity with users when they come to their website. So this is just for their competitor. So it just gives them users when they come to the app what they can best feel when they use the Vite app. So this is just an example. Pardon that. So that's something that Rubis can also improve on when it comes to App Store optimization. So, and also in terms of keywords. So the Searchman it's also a pay to play model, and there are various things that you can also improve on in terms of app analytics or app store optimization. So for Rubis, you can see that most of their search rankings have increased and reduced over time. So where we are today, their app ranking is in Kenya is 77. Kenya in terms of keywords. So that's where we are in terms of keywords. So another app to also find analytics for is AppTweak. Is the one you can also gain a lot of analytics, but this is also a pay to play model. So Rubis, in terms of overall performance, we'll go back to App Annie. As we've said, it's also an analytics platform, and here we'll be seeing where the ranking of Rubis is on Play Store in terms of how they are performing. So we know that the Rubis app, these are the top apps right now in Kenya. The M-Pesa app is the number one. Number two, Driven King James Bible, followed by the Fair Cash app, the My Safaricom app, Opera Mini, Jumia, ASAP Cash, Cash Away, Opera Browser, and TikTok at number 10. So those are the free apps that are currently leading on Play Store. So where you'll come, we'll try to look for Rubis. So under all charts, we'll look for, not all charts, under applications, we'll look for productivity. Art and auto design. Why we are saying productivity is because Rubis has been listed as a productivity app. So under the productivity app, we'll look for the ranking of Rubis, where they are as a productivity app. So this is on Google Play Store. So let's just have a look under free apps. Number one being this App Lock Pro. This is a privacy guard for apps. WPS Office, all status saver. So I think one of the key things that also that Rubis needs to change is in terms of listing what the app does. So if you look at it, they're right now at number 59. The Rubis Energy App is at number 59. They've dropped 2 places. They were on August 8th, they were at number 57. on August 9th, which is today, they are at number 59. So despite having a lot of ad dollars being pushed behind the app, they are dropping in terms of the search ranking on Play Store. So they need to tweak a various. They can do various tweaking in terms of, they can also, one of the key things they can do, they can change their what their application is. They can change it to, let's say, business or lifestyle or house and home, just to see if it will improve their ranking. So just play a lot with what the app is. Also change what the listing of the app is on Play Store. Also improve the cards, put that video which will link to what the app does. That will also add more keywords that will also help the app perform. So in terms of keywords, Rubis, we've known, is a productivity app. They've listed the app as a productivity app. So in terms of keywords, uh, we are looking at, in terms of visibility score, they are at number 30. So there's one thing that I needed to show you guys. So there's this website, it's called App Groups. So it's one way of seeing the keywords that are listed under your listing. So under productivity apps, we know that you can be able to see the keywords that are helping users rank higher on Play Store. So for under the productivity listing, we're looking at Google Drive, Google Docs, Outlook, Notes, Dropbox. Those are the popular keywords under productivity listing. Microsoft Word, Cam Scanner, Evernote, OneDrive, OneNote, PDF Scanner, Office, Cam Scanner, PowerPoint. So that this is one of the reasons I think that the Rubis app is not performing, because under productivity, I don't think that is where the app should be listed, because these are apps that help users do their daily tasks. Because payment is not listed as a task. I wouldn't put payment as a task, because if you look at what specifically they've listed, it's a payment solution and it's not a task based solution. So that's why I'll go back to keywords. They need to list, I'll list Rubis as an how do we list it? As a, no, I'll list it as either not a casual, a finance or a business app. Let's just let me just show you instead of so here are the listings where you can see where you can post your listings. So I can put it under finance, house and home, because it helps you do a lot of house and home activities. I can also list it as a business. So this will best put the app in terms of what it does. So it can also be used also as a lifestyle. So majorly I'd preferably use it as a lifestyle or as a, yeah, because if you're looking at these are their competitors under lifestyle. You have Glovo. Glovo helps you order food, do various things also in terms of ordering meals, beyond meals, and other activities, and also shopping, of which the Rubis apps also enables you to do so. So this is where I'd comfortably also put the Rubis app under lifestyle. Although it's more competitive, but it gives the best performance of what the app does. So this is one of the under statistics. This is for an app that I'm currently promoting. So this is, it's called Maber. So one of the key things that the the Rubis guys need to look at is in terms of one, what is the engagement in terms of daily active users, what are their monthly active users. So those are guys who are coming back to the app. So this will give them a brief overview in terms of what is their customer lifetime value. If they know what their customer lifetime value is, or monthly returning users, this gives them an accurate overview of how, what is the spend that they are getting back. Because if the user is coming back to the app and is engaging with the app again, they are able to know how much they are able to acquire, or how much this user is going to spend vis-a-vis the cost of acquisition. So is this customer profitable in the long term? So these are the key things in terms of engagement. They need to accurately monitor beyond user acquisition, beyond their installed audiences, because right now they're just pushing in terms of gaining users. But the major thing that at the end of what will be most important will be in terms of engagement. What is their daily active users? What is their monthly active users? So from there they'll reduce in terms of if this product is sustainable, in terms of are the users in the app able to sustain this product that I've pushed to the market. Is this product bringing in revenue? So we've talked about various things beyond just the app. They need to also optimize on also having a web app. So the web app will also turn this traffic that we are seeing here of 2,570 organic users or active traffic come to the website to be also users who will spend. So enabling the website to be another revenue platform. So those are the key things that we look at. So awareness, so we need to look at having analytics. So there are various analytics tools that we've mentioned. There's Neil Patel, there's Google Trends, there's also Searchman, which you can use for keywords. Google Trends you can use to see how your app is performing, or what are the trends in your area. So where can you best drive advertising dollars to in terms of messaging and cities, so in order to reduce wastage. So you're not just advertising for the sake of advertising, but you're pushing advertising to the right audience and to the right areas. And one of the other things is app groups. This is for keyword analytics for App Store. And another one that you said is also Searchman, so that you can see the search ranking that people are looking at for your app on Play Store. So how is your app in terms of ranking and in terms of searches by users on Play Store? So most of these tools are pay to play models, and the best that I'll recommend is App Annie. Let me just show you where is App Annie. App Annie, yeah, this one. Webinar for the day, or our wisdom for the day. If you have any questions, you can always hit me up at info@sosnetworks.co.ke, or you can also contact us at, or contact me at 2 + 254 advertising for apps, for websites, outdoor, and digital advertising, above and below. So hit me up on my website, SOS Networks documentation. Yeah. So cheers, guys, and see you on the next one.